All right, y'all, what's going on? And, you know, I'm just going to jump right into the confidence catalyst for a second. And well, you know what? Just straight, pure, and just to the heart of the matter, basically. Because redefining confidence after weight loss or weight gain. There was a time where I gained weight. Okay. I'm not going to say any other more descriptive imagery than that. I gained weight, and at one point, I was just wrapping up some things. So I was leaving behind a certain stage in life. If you have, well, you, whatever. Now, when you leave that period behind, what I will say is that what helped me most, myself as a young lady, as I think about this, is school. Now, I'm going to really make sure that we understand why there's an importance of not just obtaining your GED. GEDs are strictly about the lessons, the grades, and the overall just passing the exam, and that's it. Actually experiencing school through the gymnasium. Okay, having to go outside for recesses, having your lunchtime free periods or your study halls. That is what helped me redefine my confidence that I experienced after gaining weight and then after weight loss of that particular time and how I thought about things. Now, it's really difficult because we're praised for getting our GEDs, which is a totally good thing. To make sure you feel as though without the GED, you can't go into the next spirit of whatever it is that you're looking forward to as an endeavor. Okay. But when we drop out of school and we have that as our only option, now we lose on certain thought patterns. And that's really permanent. And that is where the confidence really is at and lies. And that's probably where I've always felt as though we have the mean girls depict high school. We have the young ladies who are in high school and we're want to compete and rival and compare. And that becomes derogatory. And so now when you were part of this particular certain type of clique, what do you do as a punishment then? We isolate. Now, how can you have confidence redefined after isolation? And I'm just going to be very honest here. Truthfully, prevention is better than redefining your confidence after feeling as though your only option was to isolate from those things that made you feel as though your confidence was lacking. Because when you prevent yourself from feeling that way, like this is your only option to recoup any of your losses, is through isolating so that no one else can take it. That is really a turning point for the worse, for a more derogatory spirit, because you allowed your confidence to get so low that you left yourself with the minimalist options available possible, which was only one, to isolate. And when you think about your multiple streams of income, we need at least 7. So that is devastating. In and of the reality that represents. And that's why prevention is such a major way to alleviate that stress and that pain and that horrific outcome of what isolation does to us as a unit, as a spirit, as a community, a nation, a world. That a family. Okay. And they say that we are supposed to, in order to experience more happiness, spend time more with family and friends. Okay, well, half of my family is isolated because of their thought patterns. So, how do I get to have a higher level of happiness with those particular entities when they're all succumbing to those thoughts of isolation? And then it takes us back to, well, you aren't really supposed to engage in acts that does not benefit all of whom it affects anyway. So now we get to a point where not only did you drop out when you're supposed to have gone, so you didn't listen, but now you also have not listened again because you have chosen to participate in things that did not benefit all whom it affects. Because we just mentioned the effects of being around friends and family amplifies our happiness. Isolating so that that is not possible, therefore now diminishes it, which is in a return an adverse effect, which is again something that is best to have been avoided, much like the school scenario again. So now you're 2 for 2. And that's a decision that we make. So that's why I urge to have preventative measures in place. But so avoiding that is, frankly, it's just more ideal. It's just more aesthetically pleasing. It's just more relatable. It's just more in alignment with dreams, with the things that we wish for manifestation. And that's ultimately a psychological endeavor where you're geared towards winning. When a crucial moment, everything's about to be won or lost, that's a winning spirit to prevent all of those issues from taking place and feeling as though they have beat you black and blue. And the same thing with weight loss and weight gain. School really helped me redefine who I am after the weight loss. By knowing that I was in school, that they made us go to gymnasium, I know now how important, because that has been ingrained in me and who I am since I've been in school. I've graduated high school. I did not get a GED. I have a high school diploma. And I know that that is a part of the curriculum I cannot pass without passing those gymnasium courses, which is geared around fitness. So it's something that's always been in the very back of my mind, whether I choose to acknowledge it or not. And that eventually will gnaw away at that feeling. It makes me feel as though I have no choice now but to redefine that into what I think about moving forward. And that's how I built confidence based off having a schooling educational system that was a support and backed what I thought. And that's how I had to redefine what I thought about when I was dealing with building the confident young lady as we move forward. With that hindsight base where I was, that allowed for forward thinking to express the gratitude for the particular gymnasiums that we had to go through and run around on and put on the uniforms and put on the gym clothes. And whenever I wanted to sit out or something like that, that just made like an amplified young lady to keep going, to press forward, to put on the gear anyway, to participate anyway. And eventually you build such a strong character and confidence that your go-to now is what they taught you. And that in and of itself is not what I learned in isolation. So that is why the confidence is so much stronger in being able to redefine. And so is prevention as well. Redefining what you think about from an experience that prove your thought accurate or inaccurate. Proving your thoughts accurate so that you are able to feel as though, okay, well, moving forward, it's best that I do this because this is what I've been taught around having that type of unity when it comes to dealing with the educational system. Then cool, okay, you won, I get it, I got it, cool, I'm gonna do that from now on. I know that when I don't, that I suffer. And I know that you taught those things in a very sincere manner. So now I can understand and utilize that in building confidence moving forward. So that is how you can kind of sort of build and mold that type of figure to really manifest what it is that is your highest self. And that's why prevention is really a confident catalyst. The confidence catalyst is about preventing the negative outcomes from taking you out and under and over, and allowing you to have the confidence enough to say, yeah, okay, I was taught that. I actually see that's working, so I'm going to move forward with that. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching and being here with myself. All right, this is where we put the cute and client confidence. Our clients simply glow. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all again soon. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe as well. And glow ticket topics, the conversations that truly matter, we just had. All right, well, thank you. And I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.